everyone, this is Athena from Courage Coaching. Thank you for stopping by today. Now, something you might know about narcissists is that they have something known as narcissistic rage. But this is something that I would also like to call a narcissistic tantrum, which essentially resembles a tantrum that you would expect from a toddler, from a 3-year-old. Now, when narcissists don't get their needs met, when they don't get what they want, they will kick up a fuss. They will either get angry and start calling you names and being really, really horrible, or they will do something essentially that resembles a child's tantrum. So when the narcissist feels challenged, when they feel embarrassed or powerless, or maybe even when you call them up on their bad behavior, they will react in a very dramatic manner. And this can be anything from crying, from playing the victim, from shouting, from raging, from calling you names. It may be that they want something that you have and you've put a boundary in place and said, no, you're not having it. And then they keep persistently asking for it. They keep offering things to you in exchange for that. And they won't give up. They will not stop asking you for that one thing that they want, a little bit like a child. So how do you deal with a narcissist when they are having a tantrum? What do you do? Well, the first thing you can do is that you can walk away. You can completely disengage and tell them that I am not going to talk to you when you are reacting in such a way. When you have calmed down, we can talk about this like adults. So that's one way. That may infuriate them even more, however, because you're insinuating that they're not acting like an adult. But, setting boundaries. Hey, narcissists don't like boundaries. So if you set a boundary, they're not going to like it, but you have to make sure that you do this. Another thing you can do is completely ignoring this tantrum. So you don't react to what they are doing. You don't react to what they are saying. You tell them that you have to deal with something more important and basically you walk away. If the narcissist tries to get your attention when you're ignoring them or you're trying to disengage, you have to continue to ignore them. You don't give in at any point because then they will get what they want. They will get your attention. And you don't want to do that. And if they aren't getting it, then you need to repeat what you said before. I refuse to talk to you when you are acting this way. When you have calmed down, we can talk about it again. The funny thing is that when the narcissist does actually react this way, they are genuinely feeling challenged. They are genuinely feeling embarrassed. They are genuinely feeling ashamed. So you can try and empathize just a little bit by saying, do you know what? I know that you probably think that it's okay to always get your way and that it's okay that things always happen the way you want them, but that is not the reality. That is not how things happen in real life. You can say, I understand that you were raised to believe that winning was the only acceptable outcome. Maybe because your parents punished you if you didn't win. But in reality, and in the real world that we live in, that isn't an acceptable way of dealing with things. So if you continue acting this way, if you continue saying hurtful things towards me, I am not going to listen. If you want to talk to me calmly, then that's fine. We can talk about it. So you have to keep reiterating this and making sure that the narcissist understands. If the narcissist continues to pester you about this, and you almost feel smothered, like they're following you around and they won't let up about it, then you need to, again, tell them that you deserve to speak your mind. You need to then again tell them that you deserve to have your wishes respected, that you are not going to give in just because they want you to, and that if you don't want to do something that the narcissist says, that they have to accept that. So you reassert yourself constantly until the narcissist finally backs down. And make sure that when you do set a boundary with a narcissist who is having a tantrum or a rage attack, make sure that you are repeating what you have said again and again without giving in. Because even if you give in just once, they will then continue to do this because they know that that one time you gave in, you gave them what they wanted. So they will keep acting this way, just like a child would. And you can tell them that if they repeat this behavior in future, that there will be a consequence to their action, just like you would with a child. That if they start calling you names or if they start being abusive in any way, that you are going to walk away and you are not going to engage. So they know that this is not an acceptable way to communicate. So, what is your experience with this? Have you witnessed a narcissistic tantrum or a narcissistic rage attack? They are very common. I have witnessed a few. That is the end of the video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care, and I will see you very soon. Bye-bye.